50 people laying dead on the highway. On the way to the hospital in the ambulance, the guy makes play for the nurse. She goes, how could you do a thing at a time like that? I got hot. Who got hot? How could he get hot? His foot was cut off. I got horny. I don't know. He's an animal. He got hot. That moron got hot. Well, I'm an animal. So I'm an animal. They're not animals. They're just different. And they say, well, you come from a carnal culture and you can best report that culture. Well, I tell you that the rebut to that is the fact that, well, it's against the law to do it to animals, and there are no Jewish farmers. That was a common law crime. And to codify it, there must have been a lot of complaint. That wasn't a newspaper claim, the sheep aren't safe in Sacramento, no. A lot of complaint. That's what kind of law are we going to have? Let's see. Don't do it in health and welfare. Don't do it to the Baba and others. We're not going to mention each animal. Law doesn't have to be that precise. The warning marks are there. That's where it's at. So if you know this about guys, if you came home and you found your husband sitting on the bed with a chick or a chicken, it's that stupid to get angry at him. I want to leave him. A chicken! Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I'm not angry, but leave me alone. That's all. A chicken. You want dinner? Get your chicken to get up here. I'm not. How come you're home early? Your chicken left town, huh? I don't know the chicken. I was drunk. I met her in the yard. What do you want from me? I just did it to make you mad, that's all. That's reported seemingly sexual intimacy with a chicken. 7, quote, pissing in the sink and pissing from a building ledge. Okay. What I said was, I said, if anyone in the audience has committed the terrible sin that I've committed once in your life, we're looking now for the jurors. This is our 17th preemptive challenge. Looking for one juror who hasn't committed the same crime as the defendant. One time in life, pissed in the sink. Juror number 7025. Well, I can't answer the yes, no. Can I enlarge upon it? Actually, it wasn't a sink. It was a broom closet, and they were destroying the building the next day, and I had leukemia and gangrene. And there were kids down the end of the hall there. They were sleeping or sick, and I didn't know. What am I going to do? Am I going to ruin my foot, see, and cost my government money, wake up those kids, or am I going to piss in the sink, you know? I was a challenge, I tell you. And besides, I had a roommate who was psychotic. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, I figured out the hell. I don't know, I'll piss in the sink, right? Just about to make it, the guy woke up. What are you doing? Oh, I was washing my leg. Why? You were doing what I thought, you know, I'd break your jaw. What's that? I wouldn't do that. What, are you kidding? I gotta wash my face in there. I break my jaw, that's very weird. Why don't you get some sleep? No, I'm up now. Now the real guy really has to make it. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? What's that? I'm going out on the ledge and get some air. It's a 15th story, what the hell, all right? Now he's out on the ledge, and he's working this nut there. He's just about to make it. A priest grabs him. What are you doing, my son? Oh, you scared me, Father. I think of Pete. That's all. My roommate is weird. It's, keep checking for me. You're trying to kill yourself. No, Father, I'm saying my roommate's a weirdo. That business is going to break my jaw. Is that insane? Keep checking for me, right? Dominus vobiscum me spiritu. Father, I'm not lying there. Really, I got it, Pete. That's all. Honest. Okay, now the father disappears. The guy looks down there. He sees ambulance, fire trucks, ladders, nets. All right, lean toward the wall. Don't jump. What are you? Going to wake up my roommate. Shut up, I'm not jumping there. All right, what nationality are you? Come on, shut up. Will you stop that and cop a walk? I will have your mother on the microphone soon. What's your mother? Come down, son. Don't kill yourself. Ma, I'm not trying to kill myself. I just got to pee, that's all. I'm Mulligan from Homicide. What the hell are you doing up here? I got to take a pee. So pee. I can't. I'm scared. Can't pee in front of anybody. But you're lying, you're trying to kill yourself. I'm not trying to kill myself. I gotta pee, so pee. I can't pee in front of anybody. I can't, because the door's open. The world is open. I can't, because you're a liar. Run the hoses, run the water, then you can pee. All right. That's the worst sound in the world to most people, and that toilet flush noise finishes before you do. And of course, you know, the American Airlines, TWA, all the places, the public, you know, where the toilets are. The one toilet, the free toilet, that has all the disease in it. That's where you get all the diseases are, the one you have to pay the nickel for. Okay, you have to go in there. That's where they go. The diseases go. All the free toilets where the diseases. Okay? Let's see now. Mildred Babe Zaharis in the Dyke Profile of 1939. Okay. During the first performance, Bruce fondled the microphone in masturbatory fashion. Second performance, while telling an act of exposure, Bruce turned his back to the audience and moved his hand outward and upward from below his waist in an obvious and crude pantomime of an act of exposure and masturbation. Okay, what I said there, I said that first I said that I'd never had the nerve to ever talk to any strange lady, ever, without being introduced. And I think the reason for that is the training that I just got, not through instruction, of listening to my mother and my aunt. They came home every day telling about stories about guys who, behind the bushes. There was a combine of perverts that their whole lives were dedicated to exposing themselves in front of my aunt and my mother. Yoo-hoo, lady, here we are. Every day, 15, 20 guys. Yeah, bus driver. Yoo-hoo, lady, Mrs. Kitchenberg. All these people waiting behind the bushes. Find the schmuck in the bush. I told my aunt, look, Mima, it's not the perverts. Get rid of the goddamn bushes, that's all. Remove the bushes. That's where it's at. All right. Now here comes the misreading. The dominant theme of the performance appealed to the prurient interest and was patently offensive to the average person in the community, as judged by present-day standards. The performance was lacking in redeeming social importance. Again, this is very strange. What this is a misreading and misplacing of about 3 Supreme Court opinions. The average person is not a test for the jurors of the court. The only reason the average person is ever put into the model penal code test was it came from a case called United States versus one book, Ulysses. They said when judging, you'll judge by the person with the normal average sex instincts. So, in other words, the sensualist or the fattest won't be the test. In case like some guys who get horny smelling roses, or the most corruptible in the community. Person with the normal average sex instincts. Okay, now he's talking about the patently offensive to the average person in the community, as judged by present-day standards. Performances were lacking in redeeming social importance. Now, what the misreading there is they assume that redeeming social importance is a defense to a prosecution. It's not. It's an element of the crime. Now, you don't come up with, look how many redeemers I've got. Yeah, what makes it a crime is that it's utterly without any redeeming social importance. That makes it hardcore pornography. And just a word now about the misuse of the art critic, especially the newspaper critic, in court, out of court. Out of court, a favorable newspaper review of any art form really redeems it for this reason. When the Chronicle advertises it, it's not hardcore pornography. Because the Chronicle, or any major newspaper, has the public interest more so than in court. In court, you're restricted to adults. But what happens, the newspaper delegates this section, and the subscribers look to the newspaper. And the newspaper does not send them to dirty shows, nor does it tell them the wrong weather. No, the Chronicle says, by the Chronicle advertising, here's where it's at, that's where it's at. And the Chronicle, the Court Bulletin, are not schmutz papers. So the redeeming social importance when they get these battle of the experts is ridiculous, because all the expert is to come to court to tell the court whether it's art or not. This is to keep some schmuck from sticking his finger up his ass saying, this is art, you don't know, this is art. Now, no critic is going to come to court and say that's art. No, not a recognized critic, no. The only reason the critic is to identify it, not if it's good art or bad art, because we don't punish untalented artists in our country. Is it art or is it bogus? Because if you start grading, then you'd end up the court, this position of court. We have 2 books here. We've got Lady Chatterley's Lover, which is a classic masterpiece, D.H. Lawrence, and Tract Home Chippy. Now, the appellant seeks a protection that the D.H. Lawrence masterpiece got because he says they've got 2 couples in each book, so the story's the same, but they're not the same. Because when you go to the bedroom scene with D.H. Lawrence, the man has had a carry, there's silk sheets, Liebestraum with champagne. Now, Tract Home Chippy, it's a wedding night and they're both virgins. It's disgusting. Now, the D.H. Lawrence couple, go back to them and another chick has joined the party. He has had to really tell a good horny story. Tract Home Chippy, they've never made it before, and it's just disgusting. I mean, the guy wore no contraceptive and is conveying a semen before the penetration,